Hey everybody, this is James of Rattlesnake Defense. Today I want to talk about one of the handgun accessories that I'm a pretty big fan of, especially anybody that knows me knows this, and that is flashlights. You need to be able to see what you're shooting at. Let's get started. Alright, so flashlights are an accessory I think is a big deal on handguns. The main reason I think that is that target identification is a huge deal. You need to be able to see what you're shooting at. And I know that they can be bulky, they can be expensive. There's a lot going on here. So I just want to go over a few things. I'm out here at dusk. I'll do some demonstrations as soon as the sun goes down. It gets a little dark. In the meantime, let's go over kind of what we got here. So, even just a little flashlight like this is something I think everybody should have beside their bed. You can pick these up. A lot of them are made in China. You can get the Streamlight. You can get whatever you want. This is a Predator Tactics. You can spend as little or as much as you want on something like that. And even that, with a handgun held properly, could be great. Yeah, you need to make sure that you can see. And I know that the downsides. They're bulky. It's hard to get holsters for some of these. It makes the gun heavy. But I carry a flashlight every day. I got a little pen light that I carry all the time. I use it all the time. It comes in handy. Call me paranoid, but this is a defense channel, so we're talking about worst case scenario. You're in your home. Somebody's coming in, somebody's in your house. The first thing you need to be able to do is identify who it is. If you think it's a threat or not. And this opens up your possibilities a lot. A lot of these have strobes and different functions that can help you and disorient your targets. So first we have, this is a Glock 48. This has the TLR7 sub. It's made for this. It's custom made for the Glock. It's a Streamlight. These can be pretty pricey. This is a little nice unit. You have your average imported Chinese type. Again, this one has the strobe, so you can use for identification and to disorient your target if necessary. Now, full disclosure, this is my personal carry gun, and I do have a nightstick light laser combo on it. This is the one I carry every day. I keep the flashlight on. This has a rechargeable battery. This also has a laser that I could turn on also. So you can do both, any configuration you want. Activation switches on both sides. You can get these for the SIG 365s, the Glock 43s, and anything like. Now I carry mine in an alien gear that's cut for the light laser combo, so this is what I use every day. On the bigger side, this is my Springfield that has all of the doodads. This is kind of my nightstand gun. I got the red dot, I got a threaded barrel. I could use a suppressor on this if you've seen some other videos. This has one of the big, bright, full-size lights. The big bulky ones. This thing would be hard to carry, but in a drawer, in a glove box, somewhere like that. I got the 35 round Springfield magazine. This is a great option. A lot of distance. And then, of course, on your long guns, this is the TLR1 HPL Streamlight. This thing is incredibly bright. I can feel the heat on my hand right there. This is what you may want on your shotgun, on your AR, if that's what you use at home, whatever you prefer. But this is, obviously this is ideal. This is pretty expensive. Again, just having a simple light like this could mean a big difference. And I don't not mean to say you need one on your carry gun every day like I do, but just having a little light like this can mean all the difference in the world. And these, full disclosure, this little thing, this is an easy shoot. It's a little Chinese-made flashlight. These things, you can get them on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description. They sent me this to try out, so I'm going to fire some rounds through the gun and try this thing out and see what it does. And as soon as it gets dark here, we'll try some demonstrations to see the difference. But you know, this one, on and off switch right here on the side. It's got the strobe switch on the other side. I wish the on and off switch was on this side so I could reach it with my finger instead of this side. So I have to kind of two-hand it. But we'll try it out. So let's wait a little bit and we'll do some flashlight stuff. Alright, so this is the Easy Shoot flashlight. This is the one that I was sent to test, so I'm going to test it. I'm going to put a few rounds down range. I have it turned on. And I'm going to leave it on and see what it does. Now, all the other flashlights I've shown you, I have fired on my personal guns a lot, so I know that all of them hold up really well. The nightstick, of course, Streamlight, you know. Well, as you can see, seems to be fine. I'll put another 50 through it to be sure, but I think this is going to be okay as far as just normal everyday use. Alright, so we're out here at dusk, and I want to do something I've seen demonstrated. This was demonstrated for me a long time ago. And that is, and I have the brightness turned down, I have my laser. And I'm out here, and we're going to play a game called Who's in My Coal Shed? And I got my laser, I'm looking around, I can see the laser dot plain as day, but I have no idea if it's on what I want it to be on, or friendly, or anything. So if I cut the laser and go to the light, now I can see. So this is my problem with lasers, is at dark, in near dark conditions, you can see the dot, but I can't tell what it's on. You know, I can't tell if that's the grass or the wall or the bad guy or whatever. So yeah, keep that in mind with lasers and light setups. You know, it's a lot better to have a flood, which, you know, at least that way you can see if what you're shooting is the target. In this case, I have a target set up in the corn shed or in the coal shed. So, you know, that's the one of the things I wanted to talk about real quick is just the difference in light conditions. So I hope this comes through in the camera and you guys can see what I'm talking about. Alright, and real quick, like I promised, I have a real quick flashlight comparison. This is the TLR. That's a pretty good wide beam. I can see pretty well. This is my nightstick that I have on my XD. That's a lot brighter. Again, good wide beam. And this is the Easy Shoot. And it's a little bit wider. You can tell it's LED. Again, that's a good wide beam. I have no beef with that. I don't see where, to be honest, the light from a real expensive flashlight is much different than the light from a cheap flashlight. I mean, if you guys can see the difference, you're doing better than I am. Just for the demonstration's sake, but I know there's a issue of durability, of course, but you know, I don't know. All of these seem to survive really well when I'm shooting them. That's the nightstick. This is the Easy Shoot. It is a little dimmer at range. And the Streamlight. The Streamlight, the little Streamlight on the Glock is probably the dimmest of all of them, but it's also the smallest. So I'm not going to fault it much for that. It's half the size of these others, but I think the main thing is the difference between this and this is just the simple fact of actually having a flashlight handy. So, you know, if you could afford a good one, get a good one. If all you could afford is a cheaper one, get a cheap one. And, you know, see what you're shooting at. Thank you guys for watching.